All right, very good. Very good. That was a good intro. That was a very good intro. So, I got a video for you.
Okay, let's go.
W- Let me ask you this.
All right,
You're
what's up?
dating a guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he says,
I'm trying to
"I
not
love you."
incriminate myself. Okay, hold on.
And he says, "I love you" on the phone.
Okay.
What's your first instinct? Not to you,
funny you
but to
should.
somebody else.
Funny you should. Funny you should ask that because that actually happened to me.
Oh my God! Wow!
Uh-oh.
Before sex, mind you. So I was a little taken aback by
Not
this,
wait, wait,
and
wait.
I
Not
don't know why sex
he's not
was
saying he
involved.
loves he's not saying he loves you. He's saying he loves somebody else to another person.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other way around. Okay, so he's using somebody else's name, like so
Uh-huh.
in during sex, like I
No,
love you, Susan,
you know what?
or
I have a
what?
video. I have a
Okay,
video
well,
and
shit,
we'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out. Okay.
Let me let you know.
I need some advice. Um, so this one time I was hanging out with this guy, right? And everything was cool. We drinking, talking. His friend is over. We just parlaying, whatever. He answers his phone on speaker, right? Okay. And it's a girl. It's a female, right? And he's talking to her, they're conversing, whatever, whatever. I'm not really paying attention because me and his homeboy are kind of conversing about some of my content. My content, gets some, it gets talked about. So he wanted to, talk about my content. So we talking about it. I'm not really listening. I'm not really listening to what he's saying. Towards the end of the conversation, he's like, yeah, all right. She's like, all right, I love you. He's like, I love you too. And I'm like, fuck. So I was like, okay, yeah, all right. I put that in the back of my mind. I was like, all right, whatever. And then after me and old buddy finished our conversation, I was like, who's that on the phone? Like, who you saying? I like, is your cousin? He's like, oh no, that was my baby mom. I said, oh, I said, you tell your baby mom, y'all say I love you. He's like, that's the mother of my children. Called an attitude. I'm like, okay. uh, I'm like, so y'all still love each other, or that's the mother of my children? I didn't say nothing. I was just like, okay, because I don't have kids, so maybe I don't understand that bond or that love, but um, a lot of my friends that have baby dads, or I don't when they like talk to the dad about the kid, they don't end the conversation with, all right, love you. So like I can understand you saying like, oh yeah, like if we're conversing, you're like, oh, I'm always have love for her because she mothered my children. Cool. But all right, love you. And then all right, love you too. Whoa, in front of me though. Okay. So uh yeah, what y'all think about that?
So, J Marie, I've seen you throughout the video struggling to get through this.
so,
I will leave this for you to lead off on.
excuse the fuck out of me. Uh, just I'm with sis on that. So
Really? Really?
to start off, Yes, really. Because to start off, if we in a relationship, dating, or otherwise, well, no, I can't say or otherwise. Let me say dating, exclusively dating, or we're in a relationship. Um, there is a level of transparency
Mm-hmm.
that you can have, right? But if you still saying I love you to the mother of your children, and it's a I love you back. It ain't like she said, I got love for my baby mama, or I will always love my baby mama, all that type of thing. You're still fucking her. You still go home to her, and you still answer to her when you don't answer your phone or her text messages.
Oh, come on. Come on. Why couldn't it just be two individuals who have shared experiences expressing their gratitude and love for one another? They could have ended up in love with each other. It just didn't work out.
You tell me if your baby mom, excuse me,
Don't slip this on me.
your
No, no, we're
girlfriend,
not doing it.
no, your wife
Mhm.
has a baby with somebody else that she tells, I love you too. And he says, I love you back. That's the first time and the last time, if you being honest, that they ever have a conversation with I and love and you in the same sentence and in the same line of sentence structure.
I think you're being petty. I think you're being really petty. I think you're being really possessive. Uh, we're human beings. We've have past experiences. And yes, I can love somebody and show expressing love towards somebody else, and it just be just that. Hey, I love you. You love me too. We're in love. We're not like in love in terms of romantically, but we love each other and we want to see the best for each other. So hey, I love you too. All right, gotta get out of here. I don't see in fact, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Jay,
Really,
Jay.
really. Look,
So
my alarm went off like he fucking lying. He fucking lying. He fucking lying. Chill. I got it. I got it. The alarms was going off like, oh, hold on, hold on. So, excuse that interruption. As anyway, you cannot tell me that your girlfriend, baby mama, or wife
mhm.
could tell another man that they have a child with, because a lot of times what y'all do is y'all feel like the kid locks you in for life with somebody, meaning you can always come back and get in where you can fit in. That's what a lot of times men do, or men think like that with the baby mamas when it's that I love you type of I love you back and forth on the calls. Otherwise, you can say in a healthy relationship, in a healthy co-parenting relationship, saying I have love for my kid's father is one thing. But for me to be on the phone with him talking about, hey, I love you.
No, it's not. Hey, I love you. It's like, all right, well, I'll talk to you later. Love you. Love you too. It's not that. I can understand like pillow talking, but just
There is a
express just
boundary. There is a absolute boundary to it when it comes to co-parenting and when it comes to exes or whatever. Because if they didn't have kids together and they were still saying "I love you," is that appropriate?
I can see your point on that, but I still feel like when it comes to co-parenting, and even you know what, I will even say with friends and family members, and I think you're taking it from a perspective that okay, you're romantically involved with somebody, they should only love you, and I don't think that's the situation that's here. Hey, we have they're basically having a shared experience which connects them, which is the child. Thus, for they're expressing their love and admiration and giving each other salutations. Hey, love you. It's really as simple as that.
No, it ain't. No, it
Is
ain't. Not in almost every
this a
black
woman thing? Hold
household.
on. Is this a woman
No,
thing?
almost every
Because I
black
could be
household,
tripping.
this is not acceptable. I
I
can
could be
almost
tripping.
bet it's not acceptable in most black households. I'm gonna speak for black people. I'm the ones I know the best. Okay, I particularly don't think we collectively agree with you on this one. I feel like those are skull dragging type situations.
Really?
Those are skull dragging, yes. Because if you think that's acceptable, that's blatant disrespect. So you don't respect me.
Disrespect to
No,
who?
it's disrespect to your relationship, your new relationship. Because why are you still saying I love you to the baby mama?
Oh, so I can only express it to people who I've not had sex with? I can
That would
only
be
say I
more
love you?
acceptable. That would be more acceptable.
Really?
Now, if we talking about a female best friend, I would challenge that one though. But if we talking about homeboys and they're not like, well, we talking about okay, I'm trying to be careful with my words. We talking about born heterosexual men to one another. Okay, those born heterosexual don't typically have a problem with saying I love you to one another. It's an understanding of it's a bro love. It's that. Your bestie, your female bestie, if she's saying I love you, it's all right, love you, bro, or something like that. It ain't love you, I love you, I love you. There's a difference in how you say it, and there's a difference in the tone, the texture of the conversation, the context of the conversation, all those different things when you say that. But when you say it to your baby mama or your baby father or your ex-husband or your ex-wife or your ex-girlfriend or your ex this, ex that, and you in a new relationship, that is a level of disrespect. Now, if you're single and you're doing it, that's on them if they okay with that. But a new relationship, I think that's not acceptable.
A
And
new
if you've
rela
been doing it and I was accepting it, okay, that's different.
so you I as long as I'm not dating somebody, I can tell and show affection towards and say, "Hey, I love you." But the moment I get into a
You have to
relationship,
absolutely, absolutely. I cannot be hanging out with
Jay,
my
you're
homeboys.
no,
No,
Jay.
my homeboys. I can't be like single. Okay, the single version of me, I can hang out with my homeboys. We all single. We hanging out. Da 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 da. When I get in a relationship, I'm not hanging out with my homeboys nowhere near like that, if at all. Because guess who's been to have a problem with it? My current relationship, my new guy. Because why you got time? What you mean you got to go hang out with these niggas? Oh no, they mutual friends. They ain't trying to fuck with me. No, I ain't attracted to none of them. No, 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 no. Huh? There are ways and things that you do have to change and adjust when you get in a relationship. That is the reality of
I disagree, but guess what? There's
it.
also
The audience.
there's also a
Oh,
second video.
because I want
Yeah.
because I was like, I want them to tell me. I know I'm not tripping.
Relax, relax.
I
There's
know.
no,
Pull up my
she
hair
made
shit
another
up.
video. She made a video
Okay.
and she responded to the question, if that's not your dude or y'all not dating, what's the problem then? She responded. So let's play that video.
Okay.
Is you were trying to pursue me. You ain't smashed me. We ain't had sex. We ain't did nothing. You're still trying to pursue me. So you doing all that now. You was tipsy, so you might not have understood or realized what you did in front of me until after, and then you like, damn, I might have fucked up. But just know that you fucked up. So I'm gonna say this: if you're pursuing somebody, if you're trying to move on with your life and you're trying to talk to a new girl, all this other stuff, maybe make sure that you're not still in love with your baby mom or baby dad. That's all I'm gonna say. It's okay to date when you got kids, but make sure you're still not into the mother or father of your kids. That's all I'm saying. Because don't Don't bring somebody that's single and that's ready to like be in something for real, you know what I'm saying, into that baggage. Which is why a lot of childless people don't want to date people with kids. That's where this whole thing started from. Like, this is where this whole topic started. This was something that happened a long time ago, but I got caught up with some shit I said on threads and I had to use an example. So this is why like dating people with kids is just like something I'm very apprehensive about.
So, do you think this is something about dating people with kids, or is it about, the showing
Hmm.
affection to another individual that you have had a past relationship with? I think that's what the issue is that you have a fear-based mentality that this person is still attached to somebody else versus saying, you know what, this person is actually they're like linked together and they're showing each other, affirmations. I think to sit here and have to say that, a lot of these relationships break up and baby mamas and baby daddies are not talking to each other. People hate each other. For them to show each other love, I think it's actually a good sign that they can actually, like, you can be emotionally intelligent and still show love and still be separate.
I don't think you have to say I love you to be emotionally intelligent and be separate and be a good co-parent. I don't think you have to do that. What I do think has to be made clear is in the beginning of whoever you're dating or pursuing, you need to explain that, because if that is something that has come up in the past and it's been a problem for you with someone else in the past, it may be something you want to address and say, hey, I want to let you know this was a thing, this was an issue in my past with past people I pursued or whatever. And I still tell my baby mama I love you, and it's just a mutual love. It's not anything. I'm not fucking with her. I'm not da 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 da. Now, if he took the time to say that, and it shows, and there's a pattern of okay, this is what he does, and it shows, then okay, maybe there's some flexibility with adjusting, how you look at the situation. But in just in a regular new situation, nah, I think that's too much. Like, you need to let ease me into this. If you got some weird ass dynamic with your people and you really are pursuing me, I need to understand this ahead of time for real, but at least like let me understand it. Don't just expect that I'm going to be okay with it.
What is there
Talk
to
to me.
understand? What is there
Explain.
to wait? What is there to understand? I have a child. That means I naturally have a child mother. Therefore,
Uh-huh.
you would hope that me and my child's mother, we were in love when we had this conception of a child. And even though the relationship is broken down, the love still is not lost. Therefore, I still feel like you should be able to, I should be able to have the freedom to show the love that's not lost. Like, hey, I love you. We're not together. We're platonic. We co-parent well. Everything is good. Junior has his football
It would have
cleats.
to be,
Uh,
but it would it
but
would have to be communicated ahead of time, because that is not typical of a relationship that is ended. We know,
that's
generally
not typical
speaking,
or not
that's not
accepted.
typical. It's not typical. I'm just saying it's not typical. So something is not typical. You may want to explain ahead of time because you know it's not typical. You know, in the past, you've had people question, you've had women be like, oh no, I don't play that kind of game. Da 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 da. So you've seen it happen before, because if you're so comfortable with telling your your ex girlfriend slash now baby mama, I love you, and this is a regular thing that y'all say back and forth, it's probably been an issue before. So it might be something you should bring up in
Is
your
it an
current
issue with me?
relationship.
Is it an issue with her? Because maybe she's showing her insecurities with other men that she's dated that have children or
She
had
could,
children, and they
but it
were, but she's now entering into a space with the individual who's, you know, taking care of business. Everything is good. The parents are good. The relationship just did not work,
she
and
did not
and
say all
she's just.
that. So
But
firstly,
I'm
you
just.
assuming a lot of stuff with this
Yes,
one.
I'm making the assumption because you
Okay.
have to be in that good position if you've done everything correctly. There is no bad situation to where you're still saying, "Hey, I love you." like I hate you. Like we can't.
But is it a situation where you still fucking with her? So that is still on the table. That could
But
still
that's my.
be an issue.
That's an insecurity. You're insecure that I'm still having a sexual relationship versus having a parenting relationship, of a very
So
civil
the
parent.
shoe is on the other foot.
So
What
see,
would
that's
you
not
do?
the point. That's not the point.
What would you say if the shoe was on the other foot? Because I want to understand. Because if it goes for you the same, okay, then all right, I'll give you that. That's your opinion, though. I still disagree. But you tell me that you would be okay with that on the other end.
I want to say this. Everybody in the
Your
audience.
situation. No, no,
I
no, no,
want to
no.
sit here in
Your
the audience.
situation.
Everybody in the
Oh,
audience.
your situation. He's listen, he's deflecting, y'all. He's deflecting. Don't let him deflect.
We are going to deflect
He
to the
is
audience.
deflecting.
Audience is in your court right now. You email us. You leave a comment. Tell us, are we
Let us
wrong
know.
about this? Am I wrong? Is J. Marie wrong? Is this young lady wrong? Let us know your opinion. This was a great segment.
Yeah,
Where
he lying through his motherfucking teeth. Do you hear me?
cue the music.
Because he ain't answered the question.
Cue the music and
He
we're
did
out.
not answer the question. He deflected. He went around the bush to come back to tell me he believe all people should love everybody. Okay, like you married to the Holy Ghost and you ain't married to nobody else, so you married to everybody because apparently he everywhere.
Let us know. See you on the next episode of Quickies.
Next episode.
Friday night quickies. Friday night quickies. Friday night quickies. Friday night quickies. Friday night quickies.